Welcome back. It is Monday, May 1st, and the MLB. Our three favorite picks are on the way. You know who we are, but I'm Austin. I'm joined by Logan. Logan, let's hop into a recap from yesterday. A very weird day and Sunday. Let's talk about it, though. We're going to chalk it up as 1-0, and we'll talk about why. Now, Logan, you had the Nationals money line. No sweat bet. Wonderful call. You're on a heater. You're going to keep that going today. I have full faith in you. Now, as for my play, I had a hit parlay. I had Ty France and Paul Goldschmidt. As I've talked about time and time again, do not bet hit parlays on FanDuel because if a guy like Ty France, who did not play yesterday, doesn't play, the FanDuel says, oh, fine, we'll wait for him, and he gets pinch hit, and then he plays, and essentially, people that betted on FanDuel lost. People that were on DraftKings or Caesars, DraftKings where we were on Caesars, and on other books won, and if you're on Sleeper, avoided. So, very weird one. Not going to chalk it up as a win. I don't really want to celebrate something like that, but we added the 0.4 units since Goldschmidt got it done, and then our first inning was postponed. So, a very weird Sunday, but either way, we'll take the 1-0 day. Well, I don't know. We're just going to move on, but Logan, you've been on an absolute heater, but there's a word on the street. There's some bad news incoming. I'm going to send editor, put him full screen. What's the news?
Yeah. Austin's breaking the bad news. I'm really sorry to do this to y'all, but I'm going on vacation this coming week. So, I'll be on vacation until Sunday, May 7th. I'm going out to Sedona with my girlfriend, and she would absolutely kill me if I still have gambling on my mind, if I'm still watching and obsessing over the no-run first inning. So you absolutely have to understand, I want to be here and I want to continue the heater. But unfortunately, duty calls and I got to go on vacation. And honestly, it's good to, kind of disconnect from gambling. So, I know Austin's got the sad face on it. Austin will be solo, man. And you know what? I've given Austin so many pointers. Austin and I talked through all these picks together. So believe it or not, he is fully capable of doing exactly what I do in the exact manner that I line read, in the exact manner that I pick these games. Austin will be able to hold down the fort just as I held down the fort for his honeymoon. This is the ultimate calling our shot dynamic duo. We're going to see how Austin does. I have full faith in you, buddy.
Yeah, it wasn't planned like this for me to be off and then you to go off immediately afterwards. But hey, it's just how it worked out. Hopefully, continue this momentum that you have brought. We were basically almost at 1 month into the season, 1 month plus the couple days in March. We're up 22 units. So a very good first month of the year. Hopefully, we can continue that momentum. I'll try to carry the torch for you these next couple days. Then when you're back on Sunday, hopefully that unit mark is 30. I'll try to get you there. But either way, Logan, we're going to let you go with your final pick until next Sunday. What are you going to roll with for the people? Let's see if you can give them another winner.
Yeah, I'm hope so. Right. We're going to go to the Red Sox versus Blue Jays game, and I'm taking the Red Sox team total over 4.5 runs in this one. Plus 105 odds on PointsBet is currently your best value. So I'm getting plus money on PointsBet, which is why you definitely want to line shop because, you're getting minus 106 or minus 110 on other books. But I really do like the bet if I'm getting plus value because I'm declaring regression for Jose Barrios. Now, there's not a whole lot of line reading on this one that I'm doing. This is like a trust me pick, right? What did I tell you yesterday when I picked the Nationals? I said in baseball, you have to be ahead of the curve. You can't just go off of what these teams, what these pitchers, what these hitters have been doing, game by game. But you know what? For a starting pitcher like Barrios, I know him very well, and I know that's regression's right around the corner because he's been solid, though, right? I do think the Red Sox actually even have a decent chance of winning today, right? If you're doing the line reading, you're going to say, not a whole lot of people are going to back Corey Kluber. A lot of people are going to gravitate towards the Blue Jays. Blue Jays are such a mirage of a team. I mean, they seem so good on paper until you place the bet, and then they're just a hot, spicy L. But you know what? I do think the Red Sox have a chance of being competitive today, and I asked myself, how are they going to be competitive? It's going to have to be scoring, right? Because Kluber, far from perfect. And I think they're going to be aggressive on the base path. I think they're going to try to get steals and getting the scoring position because the over-under to this game is set high. It's set high for a reason. Now, if you look at Jose Barrios, 2 earned runs or less and 3 straight starts. That's what I mentioned, guys. I see the regression coming. He's been just too good against this Red Sox team. I think the regression starts. If you look on his year stats, 4.71 ERA, 1.08 WHIP. His WHIP will be higher by the end of the year. I mark that. It will be at least a 1.4, close to 1.5 WHIP for a guy like Barrios. He just walks too many people, season long. And if you look at these Boston hitters versus Jose Barrios, you got Verdugo, who's swinging a hot bat as always. He's hitting 429 versus Barrios. Devers is only hitting 174 versus him, but has 3 extra base hits, which is important, right? Rafi Devers loves swinging for the fences. He loves getting those extra base hits. And Duran, 1 for 2 with an extra base hit. So not a ton of plate appearances, but I like the extra base hits when they are getting to Barrios. And coming off back-to-back games of scoring 7 runs, this is a good time for the Red Sox offense to stay hot. Normally, Logan might be saying, regression could be coming, but look, you don't mess with the Red Sox at home, right? You don't pick an under with them because the Red Sox are a bad matchup versus Barrios. For Barrios, because they don't strike out as much as they have in previous years. They're 5th in strikeouts this year. Boston 4th in batting average, 5th in OPS at home. To pick an under in any sort of way with the Red Sox is just kind of, standing in front of a buzzsaw. That's why I think the over for their team total, at least, is a good bet to make, targeting, Barrios, and even targeting that Blue Jays bullpen. You look at the Blue Jays, they did use some bullpen arms yesterday. I looked at, how many of their pitchers had to go in that extra inning game versus the Mariners. They used up some of their bullpen arms, and their bullpen, not all that great, right? They're very mediocre, 14th in bullpen ERA. They obviously want length from Jose Barrios after using some arms yesterday, so they might leave him in for an inning too long. And guys, that's exactly what I'm looking for, because sometimes Jose Barrios, one of those pitchers that could be humming along, shut out, and then boom, there's the catastrophic 4 or 5 earned run type inning. And I'm just saying that would be music to my ears for this team total. I think there's a lot of pathways to cash this one. And, if the Red Sox are trailing, they will get 9 innings at bat, even being the home team. So I'm going to go ahead and roll with the Red Sox team total over in this one. Hopefully they keep their bats hot and get to Barrios today. But Austin, you got a game pick for us. And I do really like your pick today. What do you got for us?
Hey, Logan, I knew you were leaving, so I wanted to give you a good pick to kind of send you off. And hopefully this is a great one, because I'm doing an underdog money line pick, and it's going to be a team that just got beat up by the Red Sox. I'm going to be going with the Guardians on the money line, plus 110 on our plus 116 on FanDuel. Just getting some plus 116 value. I like that. Now, I talked this one over with you. You gave me the green light for the Guardians. You're a game pick expert, so I'm going to ride with you. And I think let me give you the reasons why I like the Guardians, though, here today. Now, Domingo Germán's going to start for the New York Yankees. We see the Guardians traveling to New York. That's who they're going to take on, the Yankees. And Germán's going to start, and he's been up and down this year. I mean, 5.54 ERA, 1.08 WHIP. He hasn't been great the last 2 starts, 4 and 6 earned runs. I expect it to come down. I don't think we're going to get a no sweat bet here where the Guardians come out here, drop 25 runs on this Yankees team. That's not going to happen. We're probably going to have to sweat this one out a little bit, but I think the Guardians, we look at a guy like Germán. What does he need and how does he get his outs? Likely due to the strikeout. His last 3 starts, he's at 11, 6, and 8 strikeouts. So he's really relying on getting those strikeouts, those whiffs, making the batters just look silly. However, this Guardians team is not one that really walks or really strikes out a whole lot. You got Steven Kwan, you got Med Rosario, Jose Ramirez, all these guys, very low strikeout guys. And in fact, the Guardians' second fewest strikeouts per game and the second lowest whiff rate. So if we see a guy like Germán going out there and not getting the whiffs that he needs to get those outs, he's going to be putting some balls, either walking a lot of guys, which he did in his last start against Cleveland back on April 10th. He walked 5 Guardians. They weren't able to capitalize on that. They went 1 for 13 with runners in scoring position that game. Still won at 3-2, but still, I think they're going to capitalize a little bit more here if they can just avoid striking out a ton, whiffing on those pitches. Germán sometimes throws a lot of non-competitive pitches, which I think a team like the Guardians are poised to sit back and keep the bat on their shoulder. Say, fine, if you're not going to give us something to hit, we're not going to swing the bat. And Germán, we saw him already do 5 walks. I think he can come out there. They can get to him. I'm not asking them to get 6 earned runs up on him, although that would be nice. But I think they can get us at least 2, 3, 4 earned runs. Then they can go up against that Yankees bullpen, which I think they can get up some runs against. Now, you talk about the Cleveland Guardians side. I wish it was Shane Bieber out there starting for us for the Guardians, but you wouldn't get Shane Bieber in a plus 116 in this pitching matchup. We're going to have Cal Quantrill. Now, Quantrill is not the best starter in the world. Far from that. 5.40 ERA, 1.64 whip this year. But what I do like about Quantrill is, number one, pitch to contact guy. He's not going to try to go out there and strike out. If he climbs the ladder for strikeouts, it's mean he's getting like 5 or 6. It's not like he has to get 10 to climb. His lines are going to be set pretty low because he doesn't strike out guys, but he gets a lot of low contact, very soft contact. Then this Yankees team, we've already talked, they're pretty banged up. Stanton's on the IL, while Judge is still, they're trying to get him to avoid the IL. He's day to day. Don't necessarily know if he plays here. And look, Quantrill, he's going to make them put the ball in the places where the defenders aren't there. And the Yankees have been really, really struggling this year. 3rd lowest batting average on balls in play. And so I look at this team. They've been struggling to find the gaps. Now they're going to be down, their home run threats with Stanton and probably Judge at home. And we look at, I think Quantrill can keep this game close as long as he doesn't go out. You look, he started against the Yankees 3 times last year, 2 of them in the postseason, gave up 3 earned runs in all 3 of those starts. Well, 3 earned runs aren't great. It's not catastrophic. We can't have Quantrill go out here and give up 6 earned runs. But if he gives up, 1, 2, 3, I think the Guardians can get to Germán, get up some runs, maybe make this a bullpen type game where I don't see a big discrepancy here. I mean, the Yankees have a 2.97 ERA for the bullpen. Guardians right behind them at a 3.27. Both teams coming off, the Yankees are coming off 3 straight losses. Guardians coming off 2 straight. Both teams got embarrassed yesterday, losing 7-1 for the Guardians, Yankees lost 15-2. So both teams are coming in here with a little bit of pride, but I do like the Guardians a little bit more in this spot. I think they have the more talented bats. This banged up Yankees roster, I don't see it turning around in this game. Maybe they get to the Guardians tomorrow, but I really do like the road underdogs in this one. I think the Guardians got a chance. Plus 116. I think it should be closer to more of a pick 'em. Give me the road underdogs, the Guardians. I don't think a lot of people will be on them, but hey, Logan, you taught me something. I'm going with them. Hopefully they can come through for us. But I believe you know what time it is. I know you're going to miss this, but the kids deserve it one last time. Let's get the music going. It's Derby Nation time. Hey, you know what time we're flying the flags. We didn't get to fly the flags yesterday. Shame. But we didn't get to, get sad with the European. We got hit 4 in a row, and hopefully this one gets played today. Now where we'll be going, we are going to be going to the Cubs and Nationals game, taking the no-run first inning minus 112 on Barstool. Now, yesterday, if you took a Nationals Nerfy, you lost because they got up there and they helped the outlook and they got runs early and often that game carried it to victory. But let's talk about why we like this one. And we'll start first with who's on the mound. Mackenzie Gore will be starting for the Nationals. And, he's actually been pretty solid this year. Knock on wood, 5-0. Hey, make that 6-0, please. That's all we're asking for. We know the Cubs were a very potent, first inning offense at home. They're now on the road. They're 22nd in first inning runs. I think a guy like Gore, who has been hit or miss, in his young MLB career, he's been really dialed in this year, been really solid. I think he can go out there and get us those first 3 outs. But who's on the other side for us, Logan?
Yeah, we've got Drew Smyly pitching for the Cubs today, and he needs to get us those last 3 outs we need. I'm confident he can do so. Smyly, just like Gore, good on no-run first innings this year. He's 4-1 to the Nerfy this season, so only allowing a yes-run first inning in one of those starts. I think he'll be able to navigate through this Nationals lineup. As you mentioned, the Nationals did yes-run first inning yesterday, but that was against Johan Oviedo, who did allow the hit parade. Smyly, but better pitcher than that. The Nationals 16th in first inning runs. I think Drew Smyly will be able to close this one out. At the end of the day, the Nationals did score way too many runs yesterday. I didn't see that coming. I thought they would win, but wow, they really treated me to some offense. I think they're due some regression today. I just simply they're not a good home offense. Yesterday was the anomaly game. The over/under set to 8.5, which is definitely why we're getting some even odds, decent value on this one. But I definitely think it's worth playing in this one. Nerfy Nation. Hopefully we can go out with a bang for my vacation.
Yeah, let's fly these flags one last time, get 5 in a row, and then I'll carry the torch for next week. Stay dialed in on the no-run first innings. Keep that record positive. But, Logan, any final words? And you can do the sign out for today's video. Oh, I did not mention at the top of the show, Parlay of the Day is back, so you can check that out. Top link in the description. But, Logan, I'll let you sign it out since you won't be back for a little less than a week.
Yeah, it's like I said, I'm not going anywhere. Austin didn't fire me. He's not. There's some weird animosity between a lot of the comments of Austin and Logan picking. I still want to squash this. NBA's tough. Playoffs are tough for you, Austin. But here on this MLB channel, we're a team. We're even wearing the same dang shirt today. Show solidarity. But no, we're a team. And at the end of the day, I need you guys to be kind to Austin. He's more than capable of giving us some MLB winners this week. And I'll be checking back on you while I'm on vacation. But I'm not going to be too absorbed in baseball because my girlfriend would kill me. That's what you need. You need to detach from gambling sometimes. But either way, I do really appreciate you guys, showing me a lot of love this past week, when it was just me solo on this channel. But at the end of the day, calling our shot, we're gonna have a great week. Let's start off with some winners this week, Austin.
Yeah, I'm feeling great. Let's go 3-0 today, and hopefully I can continue that momentum until Sunday. But appreciate you guys as always for tuning in. Logan's not going anywhere. He'll just be off in Sedona. So if you run into him, say hello to him. He's out there. Say hello. We love you guys. Have a great day. I'll see you guys back. Just me tomorrow for the picks, but I promise I'm gonna be dialed in this week. Love you guys. Have a great day. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.